Hey Chris, this is Jeremiah with Porsche Detroit North. Wanted to get this video out to you as soon as I can regarding our 2024 Porsche Macan Electric. Just so you can take a closer look at this video. I actually just sent over the expose or iPacket equivalent so that you could at least kind of have that collateral to take a look at in the meantime. But I wanted you to be able to get a closer look at this vehicle. So nice once-out round. This was actually a service vehicle, a service owner vehicle. So this one was in our service loaner fleet, and that is how it was able to acquire the 10,000 miles that are currently on it. And we'll get an accurate mileage check once we jump into the car, but absolutely love it in gentian blue with these very nice exclusive design wheels. I'll take a quick look here at the trunk, just more so for the condition of the vehicle. There we go. As you'd expect, fairly used. Got your charging cable or charging unit in the back, and that does have the 110 and the 220 adapter for that wireless connect charger. Hopping into the back seat here. This one was actually configured with a eucalyptus, so that is actually a eucalyptus wood grain trim as opposed to the normal plastic that you typically see. I think it is a pretty cool touch, gives it a little bit more flavor than what you are normally going to see when you look at these vehicles. It's nice. Rear seats here, also barely touched. Again, with these cars being service owners, 9 times out of 10, these are vehicles that just one person was in for a couple hours while their car was getting an oil change. Speaking of oil change, we are in our shop, and this is where the cars would be getting fixed. Jumping into the back seat here, you do have the quad zone climate control. The car is actually off. I tried to leave the front door open so that it would stay on, but it looks like it timed out on me. But you have your quad zone climate control, so these rear seats are heated, and of course each passenger in the rear can control their temperature independently. Moving up to the front seat, looking at some of those high touch wear points, I don't see any of it. I see a little bit from the rain. That's the reason why we're inside. It's raining outside right now, but I see no extensive wear. I mean, on a 10,000 mile car, you really wouldn't expect to, and it's kind of what we're dealing with, or at least what we see, you know, at this moment here. I'm looking at the seat in real life, and then I see it in the screen, so I did just kind of want to acknowledge it does look a little bit blotchy on the screen as opposed to what it actually looks like in real life. One thing I learned about these iPhone cameras is that it uses a technology called high dynamic range, which kind of makes colors that aren't there actually just appear there. But the blotchiness that you saw and may see in the seat here, it actually doesn't exist at the eye view. So I did want to just kind of clarify that for you. Looking up top here, you do have your newer AR or augmented reality heads-up display. Some people love it, some people don't. You can turn it on and off at your own discretion. But it is kind of the new technology form of heads-up display. It is so that puts this car at least on the cutting edge of that particular technology. It is nice to have. Moving up here, I'm sure you've looked at plenty of these online, so you know that everything is completely digital and it's been totally configurable. Before we even jump into that, I just wanted you to see the miles right there. 10,073. Steering wheel is in great condition here. Even my condition of some of the trim pieces. I really wanted to show you and give you an idea of what the wear on this vehicle looks like. And as you can see, it's virtually none. You got both your screens over here. Passenger has a screen. You have your screen there. And of course, you have your driver gauge cluster section over this way. Massive sunroof all the way up here. It does come with a shade, so you touch right here. Then that shade comes back and closes up for you. Not sure if you did know this, but you can configure this gauge cluster to show whatever is most relevant to you. So you can zero it out, you can go to a full map. When that door is open, that's going to be my alert screen over there. So since the door is open, I guess I can just close it here. Cool. So you can really just configure that screen to make it display whatever is most relevant to you, which I think is pretty cool. Also wanted to point out something that I love on any Porsche SUV, no matter whether it's electric or regular. That little emblem right there indicates that this car has air suspension. We talked about rear axle steering. It's not so necessary. That is, though, that air suspension, to me, makes the difference between a technically a Porsche and definitely a Porsche ride. The ride quality is exponentially. Okay, I should have got back. I should have stayed in the car. It's loud out here. But anyways, to me, it makes a difference between the ride, whether you have rather just a technically, I'm in one and it's nice, but it's rather bumpy ride. For a commuter car like this one here, you want it to be nice and comfortable. And on top of that, just the absorption of and how the air suspension handles the body roll and different turns and whatnot, you'll also see it to be a bit of a performance boost as well. So I am a huge fan of the air suspension, and I'm glad that I can at least present you with a vehicle that has that included in it. So I did just want to point that out really fast to you. What else? I don't know if there's too much else to cover in this vehicle, in this video. However, just wanted to introduce myself and the car to you. So, if there was something that I missed, I have no problem pulling this car right back in here. Just shoot me a text or email and let me know how I can best serve you. Thank you again for your interest, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.